Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your March 2021 mid-month general readings. We are looking at the last 2 weeks of March, and this reading is for the earth sign of Capricorn. Welcome everyone. Hope you're all doing well wherever you're at. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, for liking, sharing, subscribing, for all your support, feedback, comments, donations, all welcome. Thank you so much. So this reading is for the earth sign of Capricorn for the last 2 weeks of March 2021. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Capricorn. And it's also relevant if you're watching for a Capricorn as well. Watch all of your signs. Each of them can bring in just additional bits of insight and perspective into whatever's going on in your life. And if you find that any of the readings do resonate with you and you'd like to take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading, you can click on the description link below for contact details. You'll see my email address there, maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you. I do offer a wide variety of readings, and I can usually respond with more information within the same day. So if you're interested, send me an email. I do readings full-time. It's all that I do, so I'm pretty diligent at working with everyone's schedules to get personal readings set up in as timely a fashion as possible. Okay, Capricorn. Let's see what the last 2 weeks of March have in store for you. Okay, we begin with the Ten of Swords, followed by the Three of Swords, the Ten of Wands, followed by the Four of Pentacles. Good. The Star, because it was starting to look pretty challenging there, with the Fool. Great. Love the way it ends. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy or focus is the King of Swords. So for some of you, this might be a relationship reading like love and romance reading, or it could reference another relationship like a friendship of some kind. It could also reference a relationship that you have with someone. I mean, the overall focus or the energy is pointing towards a specific person, this King of Swords. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or someone who manifests strongly like the King of Swords. It might be somebody in a position of positivity to you, or it might be the cause of what looks like some pain and heartache. The King of Swords is the King of Air, mental energy. So this is somebody who's smart, intuitive, intellectual, probably a good communicator and a very direct one. You know, if he's a negative influence, this is somebody who can be very cutting and very sharp with his words. He knows how to communicate. He knows words very well. He communicates, you know, almost flawlessly, so he knows how to use words in a way that can actually hurt as well. We do have the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords here. A very challenging combination, because the Ten of Swords is often called the betrayal card, being stabbed in the back, feeling like you've been thrown under the bus, greatly disappointed. But the positive aspect to the Ten of Swords is that tens in the tarot represent a cycle coming to an end. So whatever caused this man to be, i.e. you, I believe, face down on the ground, it's over. The sun is beginning to rise over the mountains. A new day is dawning. The light is shining through the clouds. In other decks, you can see the animals sometimes returning to the scene. It's all good signs. It represents having gone through a really, really tough time, particularly at the hands of somebody else's choices or decisions or actions. But you're just getting ready to kind of stand up and brush yourself off. And with it, we have the Three of Swords, which is heartache, heartbreak, emotional pain, breakups, split-ups, sometimes because of third-party situations. It might resonate with some of you, it might not. But ultimately, it looks like you feel somebody, perhaps this King of Swords individual, Capricorn, really threw you under the bus. And left you to kind of shoulder the burden. Because we next have the Ten of Wands, another 10. So Fortunately and gratefully, the tens represent whatever that you've been through or have been going through that looks very difficult and very challenging and leaving you just tired and heartbroken and disappointed and really overwhelmed. That's what the Ten of Wands, carrying a heavy burden. It is coming to an end. The cycle is closing out. With the Ten of Wands is the Four of Pentacles, the miser or frugality card. It might be in a financial and material level. This is a card of, you know, needing to be very careful with your money, needing to be miserly or economical with your money, kind of withholding, protecting what you have because of the need to feel safe. Frankly, right now, Capricorn, it looks like someone, you know, because this King of Swords, which is the overall focus for the last half of March, this might be the person that is the reason why you feel this way. It might be somebody that did something, made some decisions, actions, and there's a history here because the tens don't just show up out of the blue. The tens start with the ace and they go through all the numbers until they get to the 10. So this is a situation that's been an ongoing situation, and it might be because or about this individual. For some of you, this might be an individual in a positive sense, that is here to help you through the ending of this cycle or bringing this cycle to a close. It might be that for some of you. This is a real intellectual. It might be, you know, a legal person, an attorney, you know, a financial advisor, something of that sort. There is a little bit of an indication of finances here as well. So just in a personal relationship kind of way, like a love and romance relationship, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, this would be somebody who they've disappointed you and let you down or done something to you that hurts you greatly again, because that's what I'm getting. And you're just done. Like 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 3 of Swords, and the 4 of Pentacles. You're done. You're closing off. It also might involve finances. It might be that you're just left holding the bag. You're left holding the bag for everything. You know, you're left to be the one that has to play damage control and clean up the messes that you didn't make because of their choices or perhaps their irresponsibility. You know, it might be in terms of cheating or infidelity that they let you down. I mean, the 10 of Swords is going to mean different things to different people, the 10 of Swords and 3 of Swords. It's a betrayal or a huge letdown. It might be in terms, like in love and romance, it might be fidelity, infidelity, cheating, that sort of thing. Maybe they lost their job again, or maybe they're not being financially supportive, and you're tired of being the one to have to carry everything and do everything. And it might be that you're just kind of shutting them out for the time being, or you're just in this space of, you know, feeling tired. Like this needs to come to an end. And I'm tired of, perhaps on a financial level, you know, you're tired of feeling like you have to do everything on your own. Like, you know, you've invested so much and it's left you with so little, and you're just tired of the struggle. You're tired of struggling. However, it ends really well because we have the Star, which is hope restored, faith renewed, the light coming in to shine through the darkness to light the way. It gives you hope that the path that you're on is the right one because it leads to wish fulfillment. This is one of the wish fulfillment cards, but it requires faith in the process. Devoting yourself entirely to this, meaning doing whatever it is that you're responsible for doing to the best of your ability and knowing that it's taking you to a beautiful place. And the Fool, which is starting off on a brand new journey. It's the first major arcana card in the tarot. And it's interesting because the Star, in the tarot, the cards, when you get like a new deck of cards, they come in a certain chronological order. The card preceding this, before the Star, is the Tower. And that's like the destruction, a bolt of lightning striking the tower, and it destroys everything, and the person in it is thrown out very unexpectedly. They're usually naked, you know. And once the smoke clears and the rubble is cleared away, then the Star card comes next to kind of say it's all going to be okay. It's, you know, spring after winter. It's light after dark. It's health after sickness. You know, something that restores your hope. And you're off on a brand new journey. That's what the Fool is. It's really about doing something you've never done before. A new beginning. Starting off, you know, stepping off the beaten path and trusting that Spirit's going to carry you. So I love how it ends. It does look like you've been through something quite challenging. So let's clarify. Let's clarify the King of Swords. So the specifics of the detail, because it's a general reading, and general readings always resonate a little differently. Everybody has different stories of what's going on in their lives. It's the details will be different, but the energy fundamentally remains the same. There is recovery here. King of Swords. The Nine of Pentacles, independence, self-sufficiency. The Eight of Cups, leaving, walking away. The Ten of Cups, the Happy Home card. So again, it depends on whether this King of Swords is in a positive position for the last 2 weeks or a negative position. If he's in a negative position, meaning he's the one that caused this Ten of Swords, Three of Swords upset, it looks like it feels very much like you were left to, they did something, they abdicated, they left, and you're left to carry the burden of everything. The home, the family, paying the bills perhaps, all of that kind of stuff. If it's in a positive position, you know, like a professional, like an attorney or something like that, then this person is there in a positive position to help you recover some of what was lost, and which leads to the happy home energy. Because I'm getting this, and the Ace of Pentacles is next, which can reference money and new beginnings as well. Because I'm getting a sense there's this money aspect to this, you know, and feeling like you have to constantly pay out, and feeling like, you know, I'm tired of doing this on my own. I'm tired of struggling on my own. I mean, this could be like a divorce situation and it's just dragging out. You know, like custody or money or things of that sort. It could be, again, it could be just in a love romance relationship and the same thing has happened over and over again. You're just tired of it. They've either done something to you which has caused you to feel all this burden, or they're not financially responsible. So, you know, and you've just had to struggle. You know, maybe they lost yet another job, or for some of you, maybe this is a smaller portion of you. It may be that you recently made a decision. Maybe you've been struggling, particularly financially and materially. And maybe you made a decision recently, perhaps with a partner, to leave, to go to something that's better for home and family. Maybe you decided to move, or maybe you decided you were doing well enough with this Nine of Pentacles here that it was time for you to move into a better place or a bigger place or a nicer place or something of that sort. But it's difficult. It's challenging. You may wonder if you made the wrong financial decision. And I think we saw this a few weeks back for you guys too. And it may feel like maybe you feel like you bit off more than you can chew, or you're wondering if you're going to be able to manage it moving forward. And it's kind of struggling, which is the process of trying to get from a certain level. And if you have a goal to get to another certain level, it's, you know, you really have to work at it. It can be a struggle, you know, needing to be really careful with money. However, regardless of what the details of your particular story is in this, Capricorn, the way that it ends is the same. Yes, it's a struggle. Yes, you're tired of it. But those tens represent a cycle coming to an end. This cycle is closing out. And something brand new is in front of you. You're off on, in many ways, you're off on a new start. But it requires trust. The Star card and the Fool card both require trust. The Fool is just, he's excited. He's getting ready to start on a brand new journey. He doesn't know how he's going to get there. He doesn't, you know, he's not too focused on the destination. He's taking a leap of faith and trusting that it's all going to work out. And that's pretty much what the Star card is as well. It's about doing your part. So if you feel like you've bitten off more than you can chew with a financial decision that somehow had something to do with home and family, do your part. Work the job, save the money, be smart, no impulsive, spontaneous spending. You're getting to a brand new place. You're graduating to a new level. If it's some other kind of love and romance thing, again, it's the same sort of aspect. The cycle is closing out and you're off on a brand new start, or some kind of job situation. It's the same thing. But you need to trust. That's what I'm getting here. Clarify the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords. The Hanging Man. And the Hermit. Yeah. So the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired of this. I can't believe this happened again. This is the end. I'm not doing this anymore. This is the end. You know, I feel kind of burdened. I don't want to do this anymore. or feeling hurt or betrayed in some sense. Again, this is going to play out a variety of different ways for people. But this is all about taking a step back. Both of these cards reference kind of not taking action in the physical sense. This is about watching how things play out, because that's what the Hanging Man does. So whether this is a difficult financial decision or a difficult emotional decision or some combination of the two of them, the Hanging Man takes a step back and he hangs from the tree of information, knowledge, life. And he watches how things play out. He's not taking any action yet because he's still watching things play out. He doesn't have all the information yet. And the Hermit kind of retreats as well to think about things, figure things out, rely on his intuition and experience in order to gain insight and wisdom. So yes, Ten of Swords, Three of Swords, Ten of Wands, you're tired of kind of feeling like you have to take care of so much and handle so much and endure so much. And you're kind of taking a step back to try and figure it out. Clarify the Ten of Wands. So next we have that Ten of Wands and Four of Pentacles. Clarify the Ten of Wands. The Four of Pentacles. Wow. So we have the Four of Pentacles twice. This is about being frugal and holding on to what you have, saving if you can, because you're holding on to what makes you feel safe. It can also represent being guarded and shut down or defensive, protective, because you want to keep something safe. That this is clarifying the Ten of Wands, what feels like it's just you've been doing it for so long, this heavy burden, having to scrimp and save, having to constantly be careful of money, having to constantly think about how to protect yourself, maybe protect your family, or, even if it's just financially. But then we have the Eight of Wands, which is movement, travel, activity, assertive energy, moving forward, lots of communication and conversation. The Knight of Wands, very fast-moving energy, offers and opportunities coming in. The Sun. This feels like, for some of you who are involved in a situation where there's somebody else there to help you, another person or maybe several other people, or somebody's making an offer to help you, to support you, to fight a fight for you, especially if it's a legal battle, take it. Because it's going to take you. I mean, the Sun is the most powerfully positive card in the tarot in its ability to influence. It feels like some of you have offers of help coming in to help move this thing forward very quickly. Others of you, for whom that's not the situation, you're just taking matters into your own hand and you're just continuing to forge ahead. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. The Ten of Wands, yeah. You are really tired of the struggle. You're really tired of being poor or having to constantly worry about money and finances and material security. In regards to whatever this specific repeating situation is. The Four of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, yeah. This is give and take, but it's not on a personal or regular basis. And there's some kind of connection to home and family here. Again, I'm getting a mishmash of stories. It could be a legal situation in terms of divorce, custody, money. It could be a job situation or a situation with a partner as well. But it all still involves the home and family, and it involves money as well. And this long struggle that you've been through, which has been difficult. It's been difficult emotionally, and it's been difficult financially. So let's see about what's bringing in the Star card energy, the sense of restored and renewed hope and faith. Because something's preceding that. The Ace of Swords, an epiphany, a new idea, a new perspective, information coming in. The Seven of Wands, that allows you to hold on to and protect what you have invested so much in, home, property, money. If you made for example, if you made a financial investment in something which was a step up from where you were, and all of a sudden now the reality of it is coming in, and you're like, oh, so this is what my outlay of money is going to be like every month. Then, and you find yourself kind of going, okay, well, I'm in a better place now, and maybe my home and family is in a better place now, but now I have to pay out more money, and it's still the same constant struggle. But it looks like there's something coming in which is going to help you hold on to what you've been working so hard for and towards. It might be, financial help available. It might be a way to cut your bills down. For those of you in any kind of legal situation, particularly if you have an attorney or people on your side or helping or mediating you, this is them discovering something or new information of some kind that allows you to, again, retain what you have and perhaps get some back. The Fool, again, we have the Fool twice, a brand new journey. But the Fool is also about trusting in the unknown, which is a very difficult thing to do, It's stepping off the beaten path into the unknown because you feel drawn towards it. It feels a little risky, but it's about taking the chance to do that. Five of Swords, Five of Wands. It brings victory, particularly if it's victory over another person. And I don't mean that in a negative, karmically negative way. Whoever it is that's caused this Ten of Swords, Three of Swords energy, there's a way to get victory, whatever that situation is and whatever the victory is. If it's getting money back, if it's protecting what you already have, if it's, financial investments, there's some way to, there's light at the end of the tunnel here. And it feels like there's an offer or help as well. Clarify the Fool. Taking a leap of faith. The Knight of Swords, the Knight of Information, the Knight of Pentacles, hard, dedicated, slow but steady work. And the Wheel of Fortune, divine timing and orchestration and things working in your favor in the end. You've got 3 knights here. Okay, in this reading, Capricorn. And knights represent offers and opportunities to change. They usually represent the speed at which situations move. So a very fluid, very fast-moving situation, which we can see because we're only looking at a 2-week period of time and things are happening quickly. It does feel like there is a person or people around you that are there to help you or that can help you. Take their help. Take their help. And divine time, you've got the Star and the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool. Perhaps you're being asked, perhaps there's a new idea or a new path in front of you, but it feels risky. You're being asked to trust in it. Maybe somebody else is making an offer to help you. You're being asked to trust in this because the Wheel of Fortune and the Star represents that basically God has your back. God, Spirit, Angels, and Guides. Well, I think I'm going to stop there because, we could go on this for forever and we're already at 22 minutes, 23 minutes. So I'm going to end with pulling some advice and guidance cards here. Anything for Capricorn to do or focus on, any messages for Capricorn regarding this situation. The Wheel of Fortune again. I'm using a different deck. And Judgment. Life-changing crossroads. Yeah, Spirit has this. This is divine timing and orchestration working in your favor. Either to, whatever the ending is and whatever the new beginning is, Spirit has your back on this one. And I also feel like whoever is coming in to make any kind of offers of help or support or encouragement or, to defend you or anything like that, that is also Spirit driven here because the outcome is Spirit. We've got Judgment, we've got the Star card, we've got the Wheel of Fortune twice, we've got the Fool twice. I mean, Spirit's fingerprints are all over this, particularly in regards to the outcome. But what the Star card, but there is a requirement from you, Capricorn, and that's walking in faith, meaning that okay, here's this new opportunity, this new thing. I'm going to walk this path and I'm going to do everything that it's in my power and my job to do. And I have no control over the results. And you need to let go of that, having control over the results, because God, Spirit, Angels, and Guides have the results. It's all over this. That phrase just went through my head. I think it's one of those 12-step recovery program phrases, let go and let God. Do your part of the work, right? What you need to do. But let go of the outcome. It's going to be in your favor hugely, greatly in your favor. All right, Capricorn, that is your reading for the last 2 weeks of March. I hope that you found it helpful and useful. Again, if you'd like to take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading. Feel free to email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you. I can usually respond the same day. And you can also get that information by clicking on the little arrow, clicking on the description link below. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the April already, for the April general readings. And until then, stay safe and well, be blessed. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.